What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Perfect Comedy, man. I'm back with another video. This time, needed to leave it. We're going with the MHB Green by Kazrog. MHB is for Michael Brauer, bro. If you don't know who he is, you definitely need to check him out and study some of his techniques and implement those into your mixing and mastering. He's one of the most legendary, iconic mixing and mastering engineers in the game, man. He done worked with John Mayer, Coldplay, Paul McCartney, to name a few. Paul McCartney, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's on a whole... yeah. But yeah, today we're going to check out this plugin and we're going to find out if we need to keep it or leave it. And I got a good feeling we probably need to keep it because it's a compressor slash saturator and it's built off an iconic piece of gear that he the only person that I seen have it in his studio. MHB Green. Let's check it out. So yeah, this is the brand new plugin by Kazrog. It's the MHB Green. It looked crazy. It looked like something from out of the war times, man. So that's how you know it's probably gonna be crazy. You know what I mean? This is the user guide. We're gonna go over contents of this PDF. And then we're going to get into listening to the plugin and see if we need to keep it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? Introduction. MHB Green was developed by Kazrog in close collaboration with Grammy-winning mixing engineer Michael H. Brauer. Hint, MHB Green. That's where the name comes from. MHB Green is a low CPU footprint plugin by design and is intended to be usable on every track and or bus in a mix. So you can use it on a lot of tracks. It shouldn't give you a lot of CPU hit. Keep going. With flexible oversampling controls for both online and offline processing. If your computer can't handle it, you could definitely use oversampling while you bouncing offline. You know what I mean? So that'll save you some CPU and then you can, you know, get the full quality as you bouncing offline. MHB Green is customizable to allow for balance and real-time performance and mix down quality. So hopefully we get that quality and that sound and that warm, nice saturation that everybody loves from this plugin. And I'm sure if Michael Brauer is involved, then, you know, it's going to be right. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. That's Michael Brauer right there. You can see him in the studio with this piece of gear. I haven't really ever seen this piece of gear with my own eyes in no studios, only by a picture, you know, connected to Michael Brauer, so I don't even know really much about it. But if he using it and he got Grammys and he mixing and he going crazy, hopefully it'll help us go crazy. You feel me? MHB Green is best thought of as a compressor slash saturator. In its own time, the notion of a compressor in the modern day sense hadn't yet been conceived. As a result, level amplifiers of this era, such as this, are part compressor and part tube saturation box. Hard to find piece of gear, it seems like, you know what I mean? Although it looks simple from the front panels, and the gain staging within the MHB Green is fairly complex and is best understood from the block diagram we've provided in the manual. So the block diagram, following diagram illustrates the simplified version of the signal path in MHB Green. Okay, digital input gain, which is from the DAW, goes through preamp saturation. Okay, so here's the saturation first, then the compressor, then the output saturation level, then the digital output gain, and then the digital wet and dry control. All right, so the main controls, you got the preset browser, which is here. We got A and B comparisons. We can, you know, create one preset, then another preset and compare the two. We got the VU meter in the middle. We got the settings, the internal bypass, the analog entropy. We're gonna see what that is once we load up the plugin. The back panel toggle, I guess we can hit this button and it's toggle between the back panel of the plugin. You got your saturation gain, makeup gain, attack, release, a limiter switch, a tube test switch that has, it says no function. We're gonna test that out. And then you got your threshold right here. So let's just go ahead and load up Pro Tools, get a sample of some vocals in there, maybe some drums, and then maybe a mix, and then we're gonna run it through the plugin and see, you know, if we need to keep it or we're gonna leave it in the, you know, leave it where it's at. So I just loaded up the plugin. Just to let you know, this is the demo version, so it might go in and out a little bit. I haven't bought it yet, but if it's far enough, I'm definitely gonna get it. But this is the plugin right here. As you can see, the threshold, got the power. This is the back of the unit right here. Just click this button right here. and we're gonna see how it sounds. I got this on each track. I got this on a drum track here, some vocals, and then a mix right here. And we're just gonna see how it sounds. And just to see, this is my first time using it. I haven't loaded it up before this, so I'm testing it out with you guys, on the spot. So this is MH Green loaded on some drums, and we about to see how it sounds. I haven't adjusted anything on the plugin yet, so this is just the plugin loaded onto the track. And we're gonna mute it first, and then we're gonna play it, and then we're gonna go back and forth, to see what it's doing, just putting the plugin on there, if it's adding any kind of saturation or anything like that. So right now it's bypass. All right, let's engage the plugin and see what kind of saturation we get. We haven't adjusted anything yet. So off the rip, we do get a slight level increase. So let's just back that down and see if we hear any difference. That is the plugin going in and out, because this is the demo version. So bypassing it in and out as we level matched it, I'm not hearing too much of a saturation. I hear a little something, but it's not enough to tell. But let's just go ahead and give it some more input and use the threshold and see if we can hear a difference. So I'm definitely hearing some thickness, some warmth, and I do hear that saturation, and it's a nice sounding saturation at that, you know what I'm saying? So, for the saturation on some drums, this is definitely giving me a little bit more body, a little bit more weight, and a little bit more warmth. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually really, liking it so far off the first impression. Let's use the mix knob to kind of blend that in and see. Okay, so yeah, it's on the back toggle right there. So you can kind of blend in some of that saturation if you don't want too much of it. You can kind of blend it in, to your taste without being too overpowering. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what the warmth knob does. Let's make this 100% wet. It's definitely more beefy, man, with that warmth knob. I actually like that warmth knob, man. It give you a little bit more, a little bit more bite, you know what I'm saying? But it's fine. It's fine. Let's go over to some vocals real quick.
Got me going round in circles through the motions. Got me thinking I'm better off alone. Up and down and round and round. Can't play these games with you no more. Got me going round in circles through the motions. Up and down and round and round. Can't play these games with you no more. Got me going round in circles through the motions. Got me thinking I'm better off alone. Up and down and round and round. Can't play these games with you no more.
That decibel knob give you that super saturation. I actually kind of like that too. It's not like a crunchy saturation, but it's like give you the hair on the vocal. You know what I mean?
Got me going round in circles through the motions. Got me thinking I'm better off alone. Got me going round in circles through the motions. Got me thinking I'm better off alone. Up and down and round and round.
And the warmth and the saturation, it gives you more energy in the vocals too. So you know what I mean? So sometimes on a mix, I might use the lo-fi plugin. This is giving me some of that kind of saturation where it gives like a little bit more energy too. You know what I'm saying? So I could definitely use this on vocals. I could definitely use this on drums. Definitely bass. You know what I mean? Anything that I want to give a little bit more excitement and a little bit more energy to as I'm compressing, this is going to be perfect for it. All right, let's go on to the mix. This is an AI song that I done on Suno. I basically played some guitar, uploaded it, extended it, and added some vocals on top. Basically, there's some random vocals, and it came up with this fire song. But I'm going to use this on this mix and see how it adds saturation to the mix.
I'll always miss you. Losing you hurt so bad. Felt like losing me too. Life just got so sad. Photos on the mantle, memories etched in stone. I can handle the scandal of feeling so alone.
Demo.
I will always miss you. Can't erase the pain, like a shadow clinging on in sunshine or in rain. Everywhere I turn my head, ghosts of you appear. Waking up in an empty bed, wishing you were near.
Too much.
Everywhere I turn my head, ghosts of you appear.
But if you blend in that saturation, man, I ain't gonna lie, it sounds really, really good. You can even do this on a mix, like a full mix or master, man. If you just want to, you know, add some saturation or some warmth, and then back it off with the wet knob to like maybe 5% or, you know, something real low. You won't really necessarily hear it, but you will feel it. You know what I'm saying? It'll give you that sense of, you know, that alive, that excitement. You know what I'm saying? So this is definitely a plug-in, man, that I got to buy, man. I can't even lie. I really like it, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really do too much with it. Like I said, this was my first time opening it up as I'm sharing it with you guys. And I actually really like it. So I think this is a keeper, man. It's your boy, man, Perfect Harmony. Thank y'all for rocking with me. This is a keeper plugin, the MHB Green by Kazrog. Definitely a keeper. I'm definitely going to buy this. I'll have this on my next mix. I guarantee it. I'll probably use this on the drum bus, and maybe more than likely I'll use it definitely on bass. You know what I'm saying? And vocals, just to blend a little bit in with the wet knob. I'm actually really liking that. Maybe it's a honeymoon stage. Maybe it's not. But it's definitely a keeper for me, man. Shout out to Michael Brauer and Kazrog. Y'all did y'all thing, man. This is a keeper for me. I'm out. More videos like this, man. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all check me out. Follow me on Instagram at Perfect Harmony. And I'm out.
Woo!